This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
The economic vitality of the Quincy Valley will soon embody itself in the form of this building.
A Warden woman accused of leading police on a lengthy chase through Moses Lake has been ordered to undergo a competency evaluation.
The skulls, the altares, the antojitos. These are the signposts of Dia de los Muertos.
The Warden Cougars Nassau Lightning finishes the SCAC East and SCAC West champs and won their way through district to the conference championship game.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News. And it starts now.
The economic vitality of the Quincy Valley will soon embody itself in the form of this building. Known as the Quincy Public Market, the space at 10th Avenue and H Street in Quincy is purposed to house local vendors who will be selling things like beer, wine, flowers, meats, cheeses, clothes, and crafts. The structure will harbor a restaurant called Jack's, named after the town's mascot. The Quincy-themed complex will also have a Jones of Washington tasting room, a pub, a microbrewery, and a beer garden outside. All but one vendor space has been reserved, but whose idea was this, and who's paying for it? It's this man, longtime vegetable and fruit grower Larry Jones, brother of the late Jones of Washington winery founder Jack Jones. Modest and soft-spoken, Larry let his business partner and wife Janet do the talking when it came to explaining why they're doing what they're doing.
Just like, all of these towns, they're growing up well and quickly. And the infrastructure and the businesses aren't keeping up. And it takes somebody to come in and take the chance. We think the more people have that they can come here for, the better for everybody. And I think even for our businesses in Quincy, this is not competition. It's another reason for people to come and stay and take another look at our town.
And yes, Janet and Larry acknowledged that the market is comparable to Pipa's Public Market in Wenatchee. Janet says she and Larry have actually been in touch with Mike Walker, the man responsible for the thriving community exchange in the Wenatchee Valley.
Which Mike Walker in Wenatchee, we've visited with him quite a few times. I mean, he's a treasure for Wenatchee. I mean, they're so lucky to have him. What a gentleman. And he's really, really helped us. He gave us a lot of advice. He's given us advice on vendors, on space, on how he's just been amazing.
Larry and Janet say the middle of the market will also serve as a place for portable vendors and nonprofits. The Joneses say the price tag to build the market is high, but its impact on the area will pay dividends. Construction should wrap up by the end of the year, with vendors moving in sometime in January. It's anticipated that the market will be fully operational by early spring. I'm Sean Goggins for iFIBER 1 News. This segment is brought to you by
Change doesn't have to be complicated. With a low-profile microwave hood combination that's ready to install right out of the box. It fits in the same space as your under-cabinet hood, so you can get your microwave off the countertop and make space for the routines worth keeping. The low-profile microwave hood combination, from the #1 selling appliance brand in the USA.
Whirlpool Appliances, now available at more furniture in Ephrata.
A Warden woman accused of leading police on a lengthy chase through Moses Lake has been ordered to undergo a competency evaluation. Cassandra Ochoa pleaded not guilty to possession of a stolen vehicle and felony eluding in connection to the more than 30-minute pursuit last month. Ochoa remains in jail with her next court hearing set for November 13th. Moses Lake police reportedly spotted Ochoa driving a stolen BMW early in the morning on October 9th on West Ivy Street. Ochoa reportedly took off at a high rate of speed following an attempted traffic stop. Several law enforcement agencies pursued the stolen vehicle throughout Moses Lake, along city and county roads, and twice on State Route 17. Police successfully used spike strips on the vehicle, slowing the chase until Ochoa got the vehicle stuck while trying to make a U-turn on Road 7 Northeast. An officer is shown on body cam video breaking the driver's side window and pulling Ochoa from the vehicle. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by
Your taste buds bored? Well, then bring them to Jay's Teriyaki. Not only does Jay's have a variety of teriyaki dishes, they also offer mouth-watering salads and sides. Call Jay's 509-764-5155. Jay's Teriyaki, located at 123 East Broadway in Moses Lake, because it's all in the sauce.
The skulls, the altares, the antojitos. These are the signposts of Dia de los Muertos, the Latin American celebration with roots older than the conquistadors. On the Wenatchee Valley College campus on Friday, the festival became a party in two parts. First, a lunchtime get-together for students, and tonight, a celebration for families and the public. The event was put on by the college, with student groups including Mecha and the Queer Straight Alliance. It's a remembrance day for people who've passed on, both famous and family.
We decorated with a bunch of with the flags of the queer community, such as asexual, bisexual, pride flag, trans flag, and pansexual flag. And we've decorated with the photos of recently deceased members of the LGBT community who were influential to us.
This is actually something that sprang from Mexican culture, and we're just making it ours, basically with respect as well, but just making it more inclusive in the terms of the LGBT community.
And of course, it's a feast, something guaranteed to bring hungry college students out at lunchtime. Marichuy Alvisar, WVC's Diversity and Inclusion Coordinator, says the evening celebration for the public will include all this and more.
We'll have activities for kids such as sugar skull painting, face painting. We'll make papel picado, which is little decorations that you put on the altares. And we'll have mariachi, ballet folklorico, Aztec dancing. A lot of traditions are from Mexico, South and South America. That's
6 p.m. tonight, November 2nd, at WVC's Student Recreation Center. Jefferson Robbins, iFIBER 1 News.
The Warden Cougars Nassau Lightning finishes the SCAC East and SCAC West champs and won their way through district to the conference championship game. Last night was to decide which of the league champs would become the conference champs. LaSalle got off to a hot start, scoring multiple goals in the last 20 minutes of the first half to take a 5-0 lead going into halftime. The Cougars fought back but struggled to get their footing all night. The Lightning took advantage of a few calls that the Warden coaches disagreed with to score more points in the second half and finish with an 8-0 victory over the Cougars. The Cougars won their first 15 games of the season and fall to 15-1 with a loss. Warden will be at home on Tuesday for the first round of the state playoffs. The Cougars will host the winner of the Cascade Leavenworth and Lakeside 9-mile game being played on Saturday at noon. I'm Adam Chikoski for iFIBER 1 Sports.
This is iFIBER 1 News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at iFiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.